Awesome. Well, I'll take it from here then. I'm going with Javonte Williams, running back for the Denver Broncos. I think we all have heard now the turmoil that has blown up in Las Vegas. That is the Gruden experiment. It has come to an end. We won't get into too much detail about it. I'm sure you've already read it for yourself. But with that being said, there's a very good chance that this team might be in shambles. There's a very good chance that Derek Carr is in his last year. There's a very good chance that the team itself could be looking to change the course of its season. And if that means losing a few games in a row to get a better pick, I can totally see it happening. But as a Raiders fan, I will say with a disclaimer, Raiders are going to the Super Bowl. Let's see it, baby. Just win. But in any case, they are totally beatable on the ground. It is through the air where they have given teams trouble. Of course, Justin Herbert sees no trouble with that. But I do think they kind of settle down against a guy like Bridgewater who likes to keep it short and mid-range. I think they find success to stop him. But where they aren't going to be able to stop are the guys that have been sharing the backfield there, Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. I think you could start them both. They've both been seeing 10-plus carries week in and week out. It's only a matter of time before one of them breaks off that 50-yard run like we saw Melvin do over the last couple of weeks ago. And they're also seeing quite a few targets. I mean, 5 targets in the backfield is good, especially if you catch 3 of them and tack on 30 yards. So that's 6 points right there in PPR leagues. And then you just add a cherry on top for what he's doing on the ground. The key to this dark horse is if he falls in the end zone. I'm projecting Javonte Williams easy for 15-plus fantasy points. Right now, Yahoo has him sitting right around 10. That is my dark horse of the week, Javonte Williams, running back for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Any debates, rebuttals? Joe, you said you like it. We can keep on going.
I love it. Listen, man, just to touch on the Javonte, he has been killing Melvin Gordon. He is up to something like 6.2 yards a carry, while Melvin Gordon is fighting his way to 3.5 yards per carry, and somehow they're still splitting, and Melvin's actually getting a little bit more touches. Dude, it's disgusting. And you know what? Melvin missed practice today with a hip injury. And if he does not play this week, which we don't know, he's getting kind of up there in age, so those guys sometimes take a veteran day and sometimes it's serious. But either way, I think this is a breakout game for Javonte, and I think this is the turning point in the season for the Broncos running backs to where Javonte now becomes startable on a week-in, week-out basis. That's my call right now.
I love to hear it. And yeah, you mentioned it too. It kind of touched on to what we were talking about earlier in the podcast, where you see a player like Melvin Gordon. I think he has somewhere north of like 55 fantasy points. And then you look at someone like Javonte, and he's got like 15 or 20 less fantasy points than Melvin Gordon right now on the season. But he's just looks so much better if you actually watch the football games. He's got the juice. Melvin Gordon's just kind of got the I'm going to fall forward every time and pick up some yardage. And it's, we talk a lot about these rookies, and they really come to fruition in the second half of the season. We're not even there yet, but I'm saying, hey, it might start a little bit earlier for a guy like Javonte Williams.